Ah, hello, David. Sorry, I was trying to put a little bit of a request there at a time. Joey, smooth. Joey, have you been here before? Yeah, I think you have. I'm not 100% sure, but your last name and first name seems familiar. Hello, Aso. Hello, David. Thank you, Aso. I appreciate that. Carissa says, hello, Mehran. Hello, Carissa. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you. It's raining out there, and I have an appointment to go, and I thought I start a bit early so I can be with you guys about an hour and a half max, unless we run out of questions, so I'll end it earlier, and then I gotta get on with the other appointments and so on. So I had my protein shake, and I have my tea here, some biscuits. What else can you ask? Lareb, hello dear. Just noticed I have the wrong tea. I wanted to have chamomile, but by habit, I put the other one. I found these biscuits yesterday. Pretty nice. Two of them has 0.6 gram of sugar, 0.6. Two of them. It's made out of apple, banana, and rice. And the other kind is all vegetable and rice. And it's very light. So I think it's fun. So it looks like we have no questions today. Perfect. Oh, my goodness. Sorry, I spoke too soon. There's so many here. I had to scroll down. So, Larab says, India, 20, male. Thank you. It's been 1.5 years and I'm still not over my ex. Why? Who's to blame? You want to blame it on what? On what? It is all in your own control. You have created a certain image of your life if you would have been with that girl. And unless you start focusing on different image that you can create for yourself, you won't be able to easily forget about that. It's like you want to see a new movie, but you constantly think about the movie you saw last night. Well, where's your attention? Wherever your attention is, that's where your thoughts are. That's where your focus is. So why don't you start focusing on learning and following the story of this new movie? And then you can really enjoy it, getting into the story, starting a fresh new movie. That one I saw, I know how it ended, so it's not interesting anymore. Same thing. You were with that girl, didn't work out, so why are you lingering there? What's there? You already know who the heroes were, who the actors were, what went on, what the troubles were, and you know the ending. So why are you keep thinking about a movie that was not pleasant? So who's responsible for that? You're choosing to think about the movie that wasn't pleasant. Why? Because you think the more you think about it, maybe you can change the outcome and make it to be pleasant. No. That's gone, dead, finished. And you should be the one to choose that outcome that is dead, finished. You don't want to pursue it, you don't want to think about it, because you've already tried enough, and for whatever reason, you came to the conclusion it's not working. Or she left you, or you left her, or whether she did leave you, or you left, or both decided, you can see that the ingredients to make a good dish, good food, is no longer there. Or it's already too much heat, or whatever it was. It's just nothing fresh anymore. It's not going to happen, the kind of dish that you expected. So what do? You abandon it and start fresh with new ingredients, new recipe. Yeah? So there is no one to be responsible for the fact that you're still lingering there, but your own leadership. Leading your own life is an important task. You have to be fair, like a corporate CEO. You are your own corporation. What is good for the health of this corporation? To keep lingering and thinking about some project that was not beneficial, it's not going to go. Why? A waste of your resources and energy. Same thing with you. Why would you want to waste your time and energy on something that you already know? It's a year and a half, for God's sake. I mean, really think about it. It's a year and a half. The world hasn't come to an end in this year and a half because you're not with her. You're still breathing and your heart beats. So she's no God of some kind to have your life in her hand. The only thing that is holding you back is your own ego and pursuit of pleasure. You want pleasure so much. You like pleasure more than you like you. You just love to feel, you know, the pleasure that everyone is seeking. You want to solve your problems with pleasure. And if you don't get that pleasure, oh, I'm no good. I'm devalued. I have to prove that I can't. Prove to who? To yourself? Why don't you prove to yourself that you can lead your life out of a situation that is not worth it anymore, is not, profitable for you, is not worth it, it's not bringing you tranquility. Move on and build another ship. So this ship caught fire, sunk. What do? You sink with it, or you swim. Swim, go to the shore and build another ship. Then set sail, bigger and better. How? By accomplishing yourself. If you haven't finished your studies, finish your study, focus on that. If you have, focus on your job. If you don't have a job, get a job. Do the things you like, learn the things you like, accomplish yourself, bring that confidence to yourself, and then you're more equipped to present to the world you, the new you. That's the bigger sail, bigger ship, more equipped. And then you will see how far you can explore in this ocean of life and what wonders you can find, what fish you can be attracted to, or they will be attracted to the beautiful ship that you have, and the things you can do and abilities that you have, accomplishments that you've made. Then that's the way to lead your life. Otherwise, okay, let's cry, the girl left, I can't be with her. So big deal. What else is there? You can't be with her? What was she going to do for you? Huh? Study for you or do your job? You still have to do all those and pay your rent? No. So it was just a pleasure. And if she's not willing to be part of that pleasurable life, whatever story you guys were going to make, then it's not a good candidate. Fire her and say goodbye to her, wish her well, and go and hire another actor to continue the story you want to build in your life. Your story, what you're going to build. So find the right partner, and the right partner is the one who wants to stay with you. I don't care how pretty she is or how whatever you think of her, but if the girl is not willing to be with you, That's the wrong partner. Disqualify her right away. Don't think you've been disqualified. You disqualify her because she didn't want to be with you for whatever reason. So, let's see what else is the rest of your question. I keep going back to talk to her because she's always contacted me about it. Okay, stop allowing her to contact you. Number one, just stop that. Stop that. She's lost her privileges to contact you. She's not a gopher. She's not a butler. She's not her daddy either. And you're not her brother. Whatever she needs, she can talk to her own family. That was a friendship, led to some relationship. Now it's over. Then you disqualify her. That's what I can say to you. Now, Aso says, my ex sent me a message yesterday at 12 a.m. mentioning words which indicates it was only a booty call. All right, then. I replied in the morning, starting that I couldn't reply because it was late and that I would love to see him and be together for a lot more than some sexual things in an effort from me to draw some line. Okay, good. And Aso says, and create boundaries. I really would love this relationship to work. I don't want it to be a booty call, only because I respect this man and I see myself in the future with him. Okay. What are your advice on how to turn a booty call to a real relationship? I changed and I'm looking for maturity and stability. That's one thing we both want for now and trying to create. Should I wait for his efforts and only that, as he replied, saying, I see, will do, or should I do more than that? No, that's it. You just made it clear for him that you're looking for something serious and respect in a relationship. And as long as there's no certain clarity of what kind of relationship this is, it is not appropriate for him to call you at 12 a.m. And you made that clear. So now sit back and just say nothing. Do your life, do your things. Let's see what he comes up with and how he proves to you that it will be a relationship of quality more than just intimacy or sexual needs. Now, we go back to Joy Smoot says, yes, I have many times have been on here in a few weeks though. Oh, I haven't been on here in a few weeks though. Great memory you have. Thank you. Gary Martin says, good evening. Gary 55 England. Hello Gary, good of you to join us. And Mark says, hello everyone, hope you're all having a great weekend. Thank you, Mark. Riaz Baziri says, hello everyone. Hello Riaz. And we have Abhi says, hello Mehran. It's 11:35 p.m. and tired today, so going to sleep. Lots of love to you. Good night. Good night, Abhi. Have a wonderful evening. Mahesha Sanjeeva. That's the first timer. I believe that's the first timer. No? Mahesha, it's your first time, is it? Is it not? Sanjeeva, 30, India. I'm your fan, Mehran. Well, thank you, Sanjeeva. I'm glad that you could make it here. Today we have a little shorter version of our live stream because I have some things to do that I need to do at a certain time. So I'll be with you guys till 12:30 Vancouver time, which will be another 1 hour and 15 minutes. And until then, let me see what Sanjiva says. Sanjiva says she was always available and caring for me so much, but slowly became busy and prioritizing her friends over me. Then I too started talking to other girls. Now she calls me cheater. Sanjiva says, yes, it's first time, Mehran. Thanks for reading my question. Okay, you're welcome. Now, of course, she calls you cheater because she seems to think, I'm not sure of this, I'm just spitballing here from the little that I know about your relationship or possibilities of why she did what she did. It is possible that she wanted to spend time with her friends because she was sure that this relationship is kind of, going okay. But it is possible that she did that in order to get more attention from you so you could take the next step and making it more serious. So she pulls back, you miss her a little bit, and then you become jealous a little bit. Why not enough time for me? And you'll go a little bit crazy, and that is a possibility. Or the other thing is she wanted to look sweet a little bit or get more attention from you, and that backfired. That you lost interest because there was not enough attention towards you, and you were conditioned to receive all that care and attention from her, so that didn't work for you, and you started looking elsewhere. Now she's upset, trying to not take responsibility for the fact that she gave you a signal that she's not that interested anymore, or she doesn't want to allocate enough time for you, and that you simply got that signal, and she doesn't want to take responsibility for that. She wants to blame you because she's now feeling that you're not paying attention to her, and that's not what she wanted. She wanted to do her own things and be with her friends, yet still have your attention. When she realized that, oops, when she doesn't pay attention to you, you also won't, then she wants to make that your responsibility that you broke up this friendship or this relationship. So it is also possible that she actually wanted to break up, wanted to move away, but she doesn't want to take responsibility for that. So she wants to pretend that you're cheating. That's why I'm not with you anymore. But all along, it was her plan to move away, but she had no real good reason. Pulled away, saw you pull away. Now she wants to blame you because you're talking to other girls. Then it's why she wants to break up. All stupid, childish games. You simply sit down with her and say, listen, we were having a good relationship. I enjoyed, admired, relished your attention towards me. That was very attractive to me. So once I see my girlfriend is paying that kind of an attention to me, you set the tone that that is a signal that you like me and you want to be in this relationship. When you pull back from that attention and reduce it by spending more time to other things without talking to me and saying, listen, dear, I still like you and we're together, no doubt about it. But I want to spend a little bit more time. I'm at the age that I also want to have friends, don't want to alienate all my friends or have an imbalanced life. So I will reduce a little bit of time and give a little bit to them, but that shouldn't mean that I want to pull away from you. So please don't misunderstand that. So tell her, if you would have told these things, well, I would have understood what you're doing. But I'm a guy, and I'm not a man who wants to intrude in women's lives or decisions. I want to be respectful. So things should be with free will. If you don't prefer to spend your time with me and you haven't told me what your intention is and why, then it's unclear to me. It will be a signal that you don't wish to spend time with me, which I take it as a prelude to a breakup. And I respect that because I have enough respect for our relationship and for you as a person that I would not want to force you or jeopardize or manipulate you. I will go along with your free will decisions. And this is not what you communicated to me. So you told me you don't want to be with me, and I respected that. And I moved on to possibilities because, I can't lay there and die. It's sad that you don't want me anymore, and that's okay, but I'm a man. I have to build with it and, roll with it. Life brings lots of different things as challenges towards us. And that's what I did. So if you want to call me cheater, fine. But if you want, but you know what the truth is. But if you want to take responsibility for the fact that I followed your signal and respected your space, then that would be more fair. Now, tell me, what is it that you want to do? Do you want to be with me or you don't want to be with me? It's either or. And I'll respect your decision because I already know what my decision is. We were in a relationship. I still am in a relationship with you if you are willing. But if you're not, you're the master of your life. That ends that, I think. Now, Ross says, I still struggle to get over the only girl. How many times we've heard this word coming out of people's mouth that they call their girlfriend the only girl. Why? Why the only girl? The only girl who ever loved me. How could you even say that? The only girl who ever loved you is because that's the only girl who ever loved you among the people that you knew. But life has a lot more to travel. And on this travel, you will meet lot more other people. And many other girls among these new acquaintances may love you. So until now, it's the only girl. Not forever. It's like saying, such a delicious food. That's the only food that is really delicious. Well, until now, compared to the shit that you've been eating, this apparently seems to be the most delicious. But that doesn't mean there's no other delicious food in the world and that you will not come across a table which it is presenting more delicious food than this one. Up to now, compared to the nonsense and the garbage that you've been eating or choosing, lack of knowledge about nutritional values, lack of understanding what you should or shouldn't eat, not knowing how to cook, or the people who prepared food didn't know shit about cooking, all of that was the reason that you think this one is the most delicious food. But if you look at it, it's actually, it's a 3-day-old tandoori chicken. Or spaghetti. And fresher spaghetti would even taste a lot better. So what I'm trying to tell you is that it's not an absolute what you're saying. It's relative. So compared to how many girls and the kind of girls you knew, she seemed to have paid more attention to you and you felt that care and that love. But whether you did or not, that doesn't mean that's the last one you're going to experience. And doesn't mean that because what something was, it still as how it was, it still is. Just because something how it was and what it was, it still is how it was or can be. Why don't you see it for what it is? What it is that is no longer the kind of love that you were experiencing it, and it's no love there. So if you liked her because she loved you, and she doesn't now, why do you like her now? The reason for you to have liked her or loved her was because she paid a certain attention, interacted with her in a certain way, and you loved her, and she loved you. That's why you loved her. She loved you. That's what you're saying. Now, is she still loving you? No. Then the reason for you to love her is no longer there, which was her loving you. And if the reason, the interaction that caused you to love her, which was her loving you, is no longer there, why do you love her? Are you going to walk in the street and say, any girl that you see, you love them? No. Why? Because they don't love you, right? They haven't shown you that interaction. Same thing here with this one now. It used to, but not now. So look at her as how she is now, right now. And right now she doesn't love you. Therefore, she is just as disqualified as the other girls that walk in the street and they don't know you, they don't love you. And you don't love them because they don't love you and they don't know you, they don't pay attention to you. And if this one is doing the same, she's no different than them. See her as she is now, disqualify her. Unless you tell me that you love anybody who doesn't love you, because that's what the case is here. And you say, I loved her, but I pushed her away and broke up with her during a really stressful time. Whatever. She doesn't love you now, right? She moved on now with other guys. There you go. So what is it? You want to love girls who are with other guys? No. So if you can see, she's not qualified because she's in a relationship or she's paying attention to other people. You know. Listen, it's life. It happens. You know, you said stressful time. It's like saying, I had a flu, I had a stomach ache, I had nausea, wanted to throw up, didn't feel good. So that delicious food, spaghetti they put in front of me, or whatever it was, schnitzel test or tandoori chicken or whatever it is that you like, I couldn't eat it. I pushed it away. I said, take that away. It makes me throw up. I don't want it. Well, because you were having a stomach flu, you were having fever, you were not feeling right, you were about to throw up, whatever. That's the stressful lifetime that you were in. Example is for that. So at the stressful time, you were in a condition that you could not accept that relationship. You could not feel to go along with it. You were not able to enjoy it because of the time in life that you were. So you pushed that away. Just like when you had tummy problem or feeling not healthy, good, and you were in a restaurant and good food was put in front of you, you had to send it back. So I can't even look at it. All right, it happens. That's life. We do these things. Now, later on when you feel good, then you will have other chances to see other good foods being brought, and then you will enjoy it. But you can't just say, oh God, I wish when I was about to throw up would actually, push that food in because I can see now what a good food it was. Well, you can see it now, but you couldn't see it then. And so that's the way it goes. We sometimes cannot enjoy or make the right decisions at the certain time. But don't forget what I said a while ago, that one of my professors in university, Dr. Ferris, in his course of behavior and organization, I never forget it, said, at the time one makes a decision, one believes that that decision is correct. Because if you don't believe that that decision is correct, you will not make it. The fact that you made it, according to the information that was available to you at the time, and how things were at the time, based on what the environment and how the conditions and things were at the time, the situation was at the time, you made that decision, and to you that decision was the only decision and the most correct decision. That's why you made it. Otherwise, people who believe their decision is not correct, they won't make it. Now, later on, when new information appears, it comes about, then you say, oh, holy shit, based on this information, my decision that I made 2 months ago was not correct. Well, yeah, but 2 months ago, you didn't have this extra information. So you cannot blame yourself. At the time that you were making that decision, given the information that you had, the limited information that you had, that decision was the best decision you could make, and you made it. Now you can't have regrets, because now there are different kind of information available, additional. then that's a different story. So at that point, when you push that food away because you had stomachache, that was the best decision you could make. The condition and situation you were in, you couldn't make any other decision. At the time that you pushed her away because you had a stressful life, stressful time, you couldn't handle it, to you, that was the best decision you could have made. And you made it. Now, take responsibility for it. This is life. This is how things go. It doesn't mean it's the end of the world. So you will go on and you will meet other people, and then when you're feeling good, you will have that food in the restaurant. You will pursue that possibility and relationship with that new acquaintance, new girl, and things will be just fine. It doesn't mean it's the end of the world, because again, you will feel good and capable to eat good food. You will feel not stressed, and you could see things clear, and you will choose, you know, a good partner, and you will get to know her, and things will be all again balanced. Now, he continues, says, she moved on with other guys, but I can't get over it no matter what anyone says. Really? Well, if that's your choice, well, you're nuts, because you're wasting your time for a decision that you made, which at the time was correct. And you're wasting your time for a limited possibility here, and thinking that the whole possibilities and opportunities of your life is summed up in this girl. That's really a stupid way of living, because life is not limited to her or one relationship or to one girl. Things can change, and then what are you going to do? You're going to sit and cry? Life goes on. Go on. You learn from it. Now handle your life better. Next time, make a better relationship. That's it. Otherwise, what kind of a talking is this? I mean, why are you asking me this question then? If you think, I can't get over it no matter who says what. Well, who says what? Then go home and start crying. Why are you here? What are you asking? With this kind of a mentality, that no matter what anyone says, then you have no reason to ask me a question, because you've already decided that you want to have a miserable life. That is the decision you've made. You haven't made the decision to move on, to have a happy life, but you want to have a happy life. You want to move on. You want to be happy, but you're not willing to make a decision to be happy. You're not willing to do the things that brings you happiness. You're not willing to see the things clear that makes you and helps you to go on and be happy, but you want to be happy. And you say, I don't care who says what, I'm going to keep putting this needle on my hand, but I don't want to be in pain. I don't care who says what, I can't stop hitting this needle on my hand. Well, then you will always be in pain. That's no way of solving anything. She was beautiful inside and out, and I have never met anyone like, yeah, you haven't, because I don't know how old you are, but obviously, well, here, 30 years old, and you haven't met anyone. Really, anyone who could be a candidate is between age 23 and 30 up to now. You only have 2 years of really seeing some women that you could see if they meet your standards or not. But from 30 to 50 or 60, 50 is where you really choose your woman. It could happen in your 30s, it could happen in your 40s. So you haven't seen anything yet. From the limited number of people that you've seen, that to you was the best. But at that time, you didn't even know yourself, let alone knowing what best is for you. But now you just met someone and paid enough attention to you, and it's okay, that's best because she makes me feel important, pays attention to me. You got to expect a lot more from a girl. First, get to know yourself, expect a lot from yourself, then expect a lot more from the possible girlfriend you want to have. Then we'll talk. At this point, go fix your head and understand, do you want to be happy? Do you want to move on or not? If you do, then think about the stuff that I said. If you don't, there's nothing anybody can do for you, because ultimately you are the boss of you. You make your life to be this way or that way in a relationship. It's all in your thoughts. Whatever you think, that's what you will be. That's what you will follow. You think you're going to be miserable. You want to be miserable. You want to stay in love. You can't move on, then you won't. No different than putting your hand over here and says, my hand is stuck to my shoulder. My hand is stuck to my shoulder. With a strong glue, my hand stuck to my shoulder. No way I can take it off. No way I can take it off. This is one piece with my shoulder. There's impossible. As long as you think that way, there's no way you can take it off. Because your mind is the one who orchestrates and commands things. When your mind says you can, you can. But as soon as you know, I can, well, there's you can. So as long as you say, I can't go on, she can't, nobody can be better than her, no matter who says what, then that's what you're going to believe. That's how your life going to be. So do the things that is necessary to be happy, then you will move on. You will see realities, and you will be able to expect more from yourself and expect more from your candidate girlfriend. And he says, I get less attractive by the day and girls don't like me. Well, because you are mistaken to think that the girls are looking at your face. Girls don't care how you look. As long as you look clean and decent, that's it. They care about what's in your head, how you deal with life. Nobody is going to like a negative energy. That you constantly, probably every girl that you see say, oh yeah, I had this girlfriend, she really loved me and she doesn't now. And everybody feels that energy. Even if you don't say it, they feel that loser's energy in you. You got to change that. How? By understanding that life has a lot to offer and you're not a loser just because some girl didn't like you. Who gives a shit? Go on, build your life. Make something out of yourself. And girls will like a person who can lead life, who can, you know, roll with the punches and take challenges and fix things. And if your life seems to have ups and downs, he can ride the ups and downs. That's what girls like. He's accomplished, he's capable, he's positive, he can make things happen. They're attracted to that. They're not attracted to your face. What are you, a girl? They don't care how pretty you are. That's not what they're looking for. At least that's not what the decent girls are looking for. So, and you're ranting on saying, I had a great chance with her and blew it. Oh, who's she? What chance? What were you getting? Attention. That's all. So you're selfish. You think she was great because she was giving you all these love and attention. Go become good enough so everybody gives you that love and attention. That's where you should start, with yourself. Build yourself, accomplish yourself, and then see if there are going to be more people loving you, paying attention to you or not. Then decide if she was the best. Or if you're the only person and she's the only person, only girl in the desert, and you say, oh, I have the most beautiful girl in the world, she's my girlfriend. Well, that's the only girl around. So go build yourself, educate yourself, accomplish yourself, be good at your life, build a good life, and then people see that energy and they'll be attracted to your energy, not to your face. You know, you're looking for a girlfriend, aren't you? So if you want her to look in a certain way, you look there. But you need to be able to exude capabilities, not a pretty face. All right, let's go on. Let's go on to, oh my goodness, I gotta move it on. Lareb says, Mehran, you are a lifesaver. You're an amazing human being and are a light in the dark for many. Thank you for your services to the world. My pleasure, Lareb. I hope you will remember this when you're on your social media. Let me plug in here. Share the videos you guys like on your social media. Help us to grow. Maybe if you can catch the eyes and attention of a, I don't know, newspaper, radio station, a university radio station, university newspaper, whatever media that you have a connection with, ask them if they like to pay attention to this channel. Maybe do an interview with me. Help us to be recognized around the world and help us to have more subscribers, because we're still not that recognized on YouTube due to the algorithm. So that would be the best way to appreciate this channel. If you really mean it, and I really appreciate your kindness, And of course, I know you mean it, and I thank you for that. But if you guys have an opportunity to do what I asked, please do. We need to be having more exposure on YouTube and in world scene in media. Thank you again, Larry. Now, Sanjeeva says, yes, it's first time, Mehran. Thanks. Okay, we did that. And Navid says, why most women believe men should pay for everything in a relationship or marriage? Because mostly men, not all the cases, but most cases, men have more women, more money, not more women, more money. And so it's just fair. And it's traditionally kind of accepted that, you know, girls are, you know, respectable, sought after, and it just makes the man feel good to pay for the dinner, and that's a way of appreciation. It's not supposed to imply that because he's paying, he should be expecting a kiss or something. It just means it's a respect to the fact that I will take care of you. I will do my best. But of course, time and days are changed, and women who are independent and also appreciative for the man's time and the company, they offer to pay for the dinner as well, or often or sometimes just their own share, which is very fair. And that is a signal from them to say that, listen, we're on a date, but I don't want you to expect anything if you're not a gentleman. I'm willing to pay my own, so I won't have to put up with your shit in case you expect some kind of a fumbling or anything like that. So they're setting the tone, and that is wonderful as well. Both fair, balanced, and also give a signal. But usually when it's a kind of a, you know, boyfriend-girlfriend situation, why not? Why wouldn't you pay for her? If she can, she's your girlfriend or she's your wife, she'll pay for it too, because it's now, you know, a combined, a team-up effort. Nobody expects the other one to pay, but if you're together as a boyfriend-girlfriend, you will share things if she's really kind of fair and also respectful to your budget and to your lifestyle, and is not a, you know, freeloader. And if she has the money. But if she doesn't have the money, well, what do you want her to do? You have a better job, you have more money, so pay. She's your girlfriend. What's the big deal? And if she's your wife and she can pay, she has a job, she pays, or you pay. So what's the qualm about? But if you don't have money, then you shouldn't go on an expensive date, or explain, listen, we go Dutch. I don't have that much money. So I would love to pay for you, but I can't. So if that's okay, we go Dutch. Each pay for their own. And that's usually acceptable if the girl's intention is just to get to know you and, you know, be together. And she's not a gold digger, so no problems. So I don't think that would be a big problem. And if you do have the money, what better than paying for an outing, for a date? It's very gentlemanly. It's a gentleman's way to pay for the woman that you're on a date with. Take care of her. Be nice to her. Be polite to her. Protect her. Pay for her. Make things comfortable for her. It's a treat. And her presence with you, you know how much you love women. So the fact that she's there and making your life rosy and happy and giving that oxytocin and, you know, the whole feeling and excitement, why not? Pay for it. Be a man. No big deal. Stop bitching about it. All right, Navid. I know. You just wanted to ask that question, but you love to pay for it too, right? All right. Gary Martin says, so she left me for someone 19 years younger. Ooh, that'll never last. Than me, 12 years younger than her. Ooh, that will never last. Hard to take in that when I see her, we have children, so I still see her. Bruised ego. No, 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 no. You should have no bruised ego. You should feel sorry for her. She's so stupid. She's looking for some fling. I don't know how old she is. Maybe in her midlife, or she thinks life is all about just sex here and there, and she's missed it, or she's needing some kind of an assurances, and that will never last. I don't care what. A guy 12 years younger than the girl, give it a year, that's it. I don't know how old she is. That's why I want you guys to let me know how old you are, where you're tuning in from. Guys, you're not doing that. So, you know what? From now on, I'm going to go mean street. If I don't see enough information, how old you are, how old your date or wife or whatever is, where you're tuning in from, and if it's not clear, I'm not going to answer. I'm going to go to the next question. Until you answer that, then I come in. Because it's just not that effective, efficient. So, if I would have known how old she is, then I would have known how old the guy is, and then I would have known what she's going through a little bit better. So anyhow, don't worry about it. Don't worry about your ego. She's just being very, very silly. Like, I've never seen anything like this. It's a fling, and by the time she realizes, you're long gone. Just make sure you focus on the children. Make sure you're the best father to the children, and make sure she understands not to leave the children alone with that guy, whoever that guy is. Still not clear. Therefore, she's responsible to protect those children. I don't care, and I don't know, and you don't know, and she doesn't know. It's hard to know people. So tell her, listen, you do whatever the shit it is that you're doing, but do it when the children are with me, or somehow making sure children will not be exposed to that relationship. Anyhow, now let's move on. How much time we have? Okay. Ed Clark says, I keep going back to my ex because the ex is amazing compared to other women. Yeah, okay. Compared to the ones that you know, not other women. You can't say that. Please bring a context to your thinking. Otherwise, you're conditioning yourself inwardly. When you say that she's amazing compared to other women, it's like you know what exactly is out there. All these women out there, so accomplished, so beautiful, so inside out amazing, and yet the one that you know, but billions of out there you don't know, but you say the one that you know is better than all the other ones, even though you don't know the other ones. That's not right. That's you conditioning yourself, setting yourself up for a fall, for a misdirection, a false information. We have broken up again, and I don't want to go back. Back together 5 years and now been apart for 3 weeks, which is a record. Oh, okay then. Just see her for what she is, not how it was, what it was, and all that. And Ed says, just got to stay strong. All right. I also bought your books. Thanks for the low price, great value, $10 for 2. Yeah, I told you, it's chicken feet. It's so cheap, and that's the whole idea. All 3 books are like $15. 2 of them are like $10. 1 of them is like $4.99 or $5.99 or $6.99, depending on which one you're getting. So purposely, I wanted no one to have an excuse, so everybody could afford the books. I know the printed book ones are heavy and expensive, $105 or $80. They're worth it, but they're heavy and they're expensive. So I made them all e-books, so everybody can have it for the price of a tea or coffee. So I'm glad that you got them. I hope that you read them whenever you're in the mood. And they're not coming in any order chapters. You read them according to what you want to read. Look at the table of contents, choose a chapter and read that one. All right. Unless it says chapter such and such 1, part 1 and part 2, then that's okay, understandable. Mark says, I am having a really great time with the girl I'm seeing. Congratulations. Things are moving fast and we got on well. The only thing that I don't like about her is she swears a lot. I know it's only a minor issue. Well, and Mark says, my family don't swear and I'm worried that it's going to be an issue. I can't ask her to not swear because I don't want to be controlling. I make jokes about it with her, but that's it. How do I handle this situation? Mark 34 UK, just in an honest way. Sit down with her and say, look, I really like you. I'm really delighted that you're in my life. And I want to do my best to be as good a boyfriend I can be for you. And I hope you feel the same way. Now you're setting her up. She says, yes. So once you got that answer, then you say, I want people to respect you as much as I respect you. They don't know you. And I don't care if they know you because, I want to know you. And so they will judge you according to, people judge me according to what I wear and how loud I speak or what words I use. You know me and you know that I have good days that I wear nice clothes, but some days I may wear rags. But you don't care because you know that I'm capable of wearing good clothes. But you may don't want other people to see me as a person who doesn't know how to dress up or speak in a good, manner. My problem is that I don't want people to disrespect you and think that you're of kind of a taste that is not appropriate everywhere. I don't care. I love you, or whatever your relationship is with her. I respect you and I know you and I'm having a great time with you. But we go some places and if I don't wear my best clothes, the people, have a different image of me. Or if you use all these words, fuck and shit and all that, where people are not really at our age or they won't really get it, they may misjudge you and think of you not as classy as you are, that I know you are, not as wonderful and wise and good-natured you are, that I know you are. So what do you think? How do you think we should handle this? Is it a chance that we can kind of not, be able to cater to different environments, different tone and different words, just like we dress appropriately for tennis court, we dress, tennis attires and, swimming wear at the pool and, suit and tie, or business clothes and business environments. Can we kind of, do you think we can, is that okay with you? Can you understand what I'm trying to say? That's how you deal with it. And let her come up with the solution. All right. Ross says the food analogy is good one, Mehran. Thank you. You're welcome. Random review says, why are you dressed up so sharply and formally? Oh, because I'm running and rushing to an appointment afterwards and I wanted to be with you guys as long as I can. So I've done part of the, I'm already ready just to say goodbye and then not take enough time to get ready. So, and anyhow, this is how I usually dressed up before it got summertime, because it was pretty warm and it's more free. But there are moods, I guess. Sometimes you feel like wearing suit and jacket and stuff, sometimes leisurely, depending on the mood. But today, I think it's both. So, by the way, random review, is that your first time here? And what happened to our Am I actually, can you guys hear me? Can you guys actually hear me? Or am I talking to myself? Because if you can hear me, why the hell don't you guys comply letting me know where you're tuning in from, how old you are, and if you're a man or a woman? Is that so much to ask? Is that so hard? So, as Austin Power says, so Carpe Diem says thumbs up for Mehran, guys and girls, only 12 thumbs up and 20 watching. Oh yeah, guys, don't cheat me out of your thumbs up thingy. If there are 20 people watching, we gotta have 20 thumbs up. Is that how you help the channel to grow with the algorithm? You know that the thumbs ups helps the algorithm. Comments when you watch a video and thumbs ups on the video, it helps the algorithm, and we need that to be recognized by YouTube on the search engine. So help us out. Click on the like if you like. If you don't like, what the hell are you doing here? Don't thumbs down. Just move away. Move on. If you do like it, thumbs up and keep listening. So we have Ed says, done. This man should get more views for sure. Of course, I say the same thing, but hey, it's not in the cards, is it? So now you guys carry it on your shoulders and cause some entity of medium, a valid medium, to recognize us and use your connections or your social media or both. And let's talk everything. It says, hi Mehran, male 29 years old from New Mexico. My ex-wife and I have been separated for months now, but she still comes and sees me. Sometimes she say she wants to try again, but other times she don't. Makes me confused and not sure how to approach this. Well, simply tell her, listen, I will seriously consider it if and when I know that you're seriously expressing this from bottom of your heart, because I don't have really interest to put us through what we went through once already. The bitterness, the breakup and all that, just not a good energy, not good. Life is short. If you're not committed, if you haven't found yourself, so to speak, I have no interest to go through that labyrinth with you again. But if you are genuinely serious and you want to play your role in this relationship, as I would play my role when I'm committed to a relationship, then step forward with interest, honesty, perseverance, and commitment. Otherwise, don't bullshit. I have no time, no interest to be confused because, you know, you're a woman and I may be horny or you may be horny. I don't care. I don't want to fall into that. If it's genuinely you understand, you see life, you see where it can go, where it can go wrong, where it can go right. You can sift through the shit that everyone's going through life, then come forward clean. Tell me what's in your heart. If you really mean what you want, or you're just something you want to get attention, or I don't know, feel the moment, that nonsense, I'm not interested. For that, there are bars. I can go to bars or pick up girls, or perhaps you can do the same. But I'm not of that sort. So I don't want to consider that kind of a possibility or venue. So either don't talk about these things, or when you do, what is it? Have a cup of, what is it, a glass of wine you had, or you're spiffy, and you just want to make it more exciting for yourself? It's nonsense. You should know by this age a little bit more than the way you're, you know, doing these sort of things. Well, I don't know how old she is. You're 29, but what is she? 27, 29, 26? She's still not ready, maybe. And the girls today are not like how women used to be, all ready to have family and be responsible and, you know, certain strictness they had. Today, most girls are like anything goes. Let's see what I can get. And that is really basis of why things really don't last that long, because they always think everything is disposable. Okay, this doesn't work, go the other one. If you have tried your best and you still haven't figured things out and things break down, then you have the right to go on and go forward and move on. That's for sure. That's why we're here. But if you enter a relationship with the idea of like, okay, let's just hang around here for a while. Let's park it here for a while. See what I can get, how it goes. That's a kind of relationship, man or woman, you don't want to be in. Whether you're looking for a boyfriend or girlfriend, that's bullshit. So you express that to her and then see what she says. Okay, Gary says, children are grown up. Apologize for not all the information. Yeah, man. Guys, I need the info. Throw me the bone. Give me the info. I may be good, but not that good to read your minds. So now, where was that question? Gary. She left me for someone 19 years younger. And children are grown up. Oh, I see. But how old is she now? Gary. She's 48. Holy fuck. She's going out with a 20-year-old guy? That's just so stupid. She's just having sex, that's all. Let her be. She's lost. 48 years old, she's actually a few years late for making that kind of a mistake. But she's not catching up. Don't worry about her. That will, first of all, you move on. Don't wait for her. You set your life the way you like, whether you want to be single or have a girlfriend, whatever it is. You move on. And this will for sure, for 100%, will fail if that is the definition of this relationship not continuing. A 28-year-old, 29-year-old guy, the only reason he's with her is because she's maybe sexy or she turns him on or whatever. But there is no consciousness level that they could meet. There were no chance for them to physically even continue that interest. The guy is going to leave her when he sees there's nothing there. He's not going to want to have a family with a 48-year-old. And the 40-year-old is not going to have the respect and the appreciation of a real mature man for her age. The 29-year-old is mature for his age. For a 30-year-old woman, 29-year-old woman, 32-year-old woman, 26-year-old woman, but that's it. Not that 29-year-old cannot be qualified mentally or in wisdom or maturity for a 40-year-old woman. Not at all. He could be very wise and very smart and all that. But there is no compatibility to have a long-lasting relationship. It could be okay. It could be enjoyable for the smart, educated, good young man of 29 years old to be with a 40-year-old woman who is pleasant, and they could enjoy differences of time and consciousness for a while. But there's so much differences and gap in there that eventually one of them or both of them will see that there's so much division, incompatibility, regardless of how smart each individually are, or wise, or experienced, or wonderful, they won't want to be together. Definitely a 29-year-old would not want to be with a 48-year-old, more than just for a fling. It doesn't make sense. And the 40-year-old cannot fathom, cannot really be serious thinking that she will be able to always catch up with the 29-year-old physical activities, sports, and energy, and so on and so forth. There will be things that she wants to do that he would not want to. There would be things that he wants to do that she would not want to. It's just a different time. So anyway you look at it, this is not going to work out. But you don't wait until that doesn't work out. I don't know how long they've been together, but no matter what, this is not going to last. If it lasts a year, it's like, even lottery doesn't have that kind of a good odds. If it lasts longer, they're both crazy. They will eventually come to their senses. So you just laugh it off. This is life. And she doesn't represent your life. She doesn't represent the opportunities of life. She doesn't represent the respect and the honor of life. She doesn't represent what life is all about. She doesn't sum up what the experience of life is for anyone or for you. So just take it as this is how she's dealing with her shortcomings in life. That's the bottom line. Nothing more. It doesn't take anything away from you. It doesn't mean that you're any less than who you are or less than that 29-year-old, because you've got so much differences between the three of you that's just not even enough to talk, not enough time to talk about it. So simply understand that her behavior does not represent or describe life and life opportunities and what's there for you in this life, or how life should be for you. She does not describe that. She has no authority, nor understanding or wisdom, or she's not a good example for it at all. At the same time, what she's doing is simply a reflection on her own shortcomings, and that's it, not yours. Move on. Move on and just laugh it. It's just really laughable. But at the time, it's just whatever it is. She thinks she needs that. Okay, go ahead. Nonsense, but go ahead. All right. Move on, Gary. Be happy. Make your life wonderful. You're the boss of your life. She can make her own mistakes, and that's okay. Let her do. You're not there to justify or understand their actions. Just do your thing. Marielos says hello. Hello, Marielos. Jack, hello. Dan A says, you're the best, Mehran. Wow, Dan, thank you very much. You're hired for 1 hour as my promotional manager. Thank you, Dan. Jack says, I'm currently drinking a turmeric tea. Oh, yeah, that tastes like shit, I know. It's incredibly refreshing. Is it now? It has a very fresh taste. Okay. Like it. Oh, really? That good? I should try it. Well, I have ginger and turmeric mixed. It doesn't, I don't know. Maybe I should try it again. Yes, it's a lot to ask, Mehran. Hello, I'm 23 years old. Ah, I see. Thank you. Yes, I know it's a lot to ask. Nobody responds to it. I'm 23 years old, male from the land of Crusaders. UK, is it? Is it UK then? Am I right? Dan says, you helped me so much a couple of years ago when I split up with my wife, and you're still talking absolute truth. Keep up the good work helping people. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate that. And I'm delighted that you enjoyed and you benefited, you found it helpful, the discussions, possibly back and forth answers and comments that we've had. Or I don't know if we spoke on Skype perhaps you made an appointment. We had a one-on-one exploration and discussion, consultation session on Skype, which you guys, I guess, by the way, know that I'm just one Skype call away. If you go on my site, mindthatseekstruth.com, mindthatseekstruth.com, and you will find many different things, offerings on that site. The ebooks, of course, the books, printed ones. Each book has a little video to tell you what the book's all about. You can click on it, see the table of contents. You can click further and read a sample chapter and decide if you want to get it in print, which is expensive, or the ebooks, which is dirt cheap. Or you can go onto click on the button that says talk to me for consultation, and then pick a package to explore what is concerning you privately, one-on-one with me. And these days, if you get an hour, I will double it for the next, I don't know, month. And up to an hour, whatever you get, I'll double it. But if you get a package, they're already dirt cheap. Like a, I don't know, a package of 15 hours is like $1,000, which comes to very nominal charges compared to what's out there and the qualities that you will receive. So I'm one Skype call away, and I'm always there to help you guys, and we'll simply make arrangements that works for both of us, and we'll explore what may be on your mind. In the meantime, Dan, I'm delighted that it was helpful to you, and I hope that you will be on strong strides and advance your life further and happier. Gary says she left a couple of years ago. We have grown children. She comes back now and again. She's off doing her own thing. I think she's with this guy to get away from being responsible her family. Yeah, of course. Whatever, 2 years? Oh, I'm telling you. So she started at 46. Okay, couple of years, the guy's hanging around. He must be a loser, actually, that at this age he's going for a 48-year-old woman, because while she would have a lot to offer for the right man, perhaps, but really a 29-year-old going for a 48-year-old woman, it's just for fling, sex, infatuation, or thinking that, oh, he feels mature now because he's with an older woman. Otherwise, there is no way in hell that this thing would have worked for more than a fling. It may be a year or two or whatever, but not a long term in the way that the long terms should mean. So you go on, Gary, you do your own thing. He is 12 years tongue-pierced than her. Tongue-pierced, what does that mean? She 48, he's 36. Ah, he's 36, not 29. Why did I come up with 29? You said 19 years younger, no? How did I read that wrong? 12 years wrong. Okay, whatever, even that. Even if it's 5 years longer, it's still hard, let alone 12 years. Okay, 36, 48. But I think the guy is a loser. That's for sure. There's no other way to describe it. Just too stupid. I can understand it. I can understand it for a week or for a month for sex. A young guy, 20-year-old, and a 50-year-old woman. She could still be sexy and beautiful, and it's a turn on for a 20, 21-year-old. That's understood. But maybe for a week, 2 weeks, a month. Not for a year, not for 2 years. These are nothing more than just sexual infatuations. The young kid just probably humps a rock with a, smooth surface. But that doesn't mean that he's actually choosing her for life. It's just sex. And she would say, okay, you know, a younger body, physical attraction, or making her own shortcoming at that age feel like, okay, it's just trying to hide under that, using pleasure to kind of make herself feel better, but not a real solution for whatever she is going through. But definitely just for that purposes, maybe a week or two, a month or two, or 3 or 6 months. That's it. If it's longer than that, neither one, especially the younger one, is thinking it through. There's nothing there for that kind of age difference. So you just move on and enjoy your life and let her be whatever she is doing, because obviously the guy, if it's longer than a few weeks or a few months for pleasure, then that's not what I would consider normal for a young guy to want to be with a mature woman. Anything over than a few months, it's just, you know, I don't know, more than 6 months, more than a year, the guy's a loser. That's it. Otherwise, there's no other reason. And the girl is really out of her own mind. She'll eventually figure out what the heck is she doing. But it's just physical for her, and she wants to prove something, that she still got it. All right. But the guy's gonna dump her, you know, especially if he was younger than that. Anyhow, you have nothing to worry about. This does not represent you or reflects on you. Go on and live your life. Life is short. None of that nonsense. Don't know how tongue pierced got in there. No piercing. Probably autocorrect. Yeah, I know sometimes. Thank you, Mehran. Gary says, you're quite welcome, Gary. Live your life, Gary. Be happy. Don't suffer for other people's stupid mistakes or choices. Go on. Jack says, bingo, you're right. Okay, Jack. And let's talk everything. Says Mehran, I find it hard to distract myself from the memories of me and my ex. The music, the scent, and places that we have been to, it plays in my head every time I'm alone. Yeah, okay. Enjoy it. Embrace it. Don't try to escape away from it. Yeah, remember it and enjoy it. Be elated. But enjoy it purely, not like with envy. I enjoy it, but I wish she was here. I enjoy it, I want her. I enjoy it, but I want lust. I enjoy it, I want the sex. I enjoyed my ego. No. Just remember the time. Say, I remember I was with that girl. Yeah. At the time, she was nice. But now she's not. I don't want to be with her because I don't approve of that kind of a character as my girlfriend. The things she's done, I don't want. Let me just focus on the memory. Yeah, okay, yeah, that was nice. Yeah, it was nice. But you know what? I have no feeling about her because she's not true to me. She's not for me. I don't care. So it was a good memory because that was a different person. But that memory does not represent this person. This person does not represent what I had with this person then. Because we all change, and this person looks the same, but the mentality and behavior and the attraction and the attention and the energy toward me, the exchange, is not the girl that I used to be with. And I like the girl that I used to be with. But this girl now is not. Looks the same, but is not that girl that I used to be. Therefore, if I liked that kind of girl with that kind of mentality and behavior, and this girl is changed, is not that kind of a girl anymore, why would I want this one? I don't. So let me enjoy the memory. And I clearly recognize that the memory is different than this girl. This girl looks the same, but it's not the same. It's like a, I don't know, the cologne of it, but the character is not there. And I can make a relationship with character, not with the looks. And this girl doesn't have the character, so I cannot make a relationship with her. And I don't want to, because she doesn't have what I can build a relationship with, which is the consciousness, the character, the attention, and the exchange. So, simple. Enjoy the memory, but understand that memory is not represented by this person. This person is not the one who you have that memory with. It's a different person. So, not qualified, disqualified. Start focusing on other women that you would want to get to know. There are amazing women out there you haven't seen, you haven't tried, you haven't been lucky enough to find girls who are out there, women who are out there with manners, with education, wisdom, unselfishness, faithfulness, beauty, companionship, intelligence. They're out there. So focus your life and your mind, train your eyes on them. It's like you're searching for some diamond. And then when you really focus on what you're searching for, how valuable it is what you're searching for, exactly know the characteristics of what you're searching for, you would naturally and automatically, without effort, would be paying no attention to this one, will simply not want to spend time on focusing on this because this doesn't have all those characteristics that you're looking for anymore. So why would you be even interested in her or thinking about her, let alone hard to get her out of your mind? Let's go to Gary. He's 19 years younger than me. Oh, I see. Yeah. Now forget the ego, Bruce. That kid's got things to grow. I mean, listen, let me make it easy for you. A 36-year-old who actually goes out with a 12 years older woman, which they would have definitely nothing in common, is some wrong here. So you've got no ego bruises there. If any bruise, it has happened there, in the guy. Some free loafer loser probably. There's nothing else in there other than whatever it is. So you move on, live your life. You don't have to compare yourself with that kind of if he doesn't have enough marbles to think that's a wrong choice for him, that means the guy is not much, right? All right. Gary says, great point, thank you. Okay. All right, guys, looks like we hit all the questions and I still have time. Oh, 10 minutes to spare. That's wonderful. Okay, guys, thank you very much for your time to sharing it with me. I love you all. I look forward to talk to you again. Please be good to yourself, to the others, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.